Hey guys, your guy JD here. So we are gonna do this gold breakdown analysis for the coming week. I will make sure that the video is short because we don't want to make it long. Okay, 5 minutes tops. If it's long, we're gonna go above 10 minutes. Okay. Let's go ahead. So this is our monthly time frame, guys, and we have all seen that gold has been extremely bullish ever since we broke above 3,500, which was this range here. Okay, this is the only range that we have seen gold not breaking, just ranging sideways, being governed by this candlestick here. Okay, we've seen that happening before, which was a range inside this candlestick. Okay, it was this range here. We could see gold going for 4 months inside this range here. So until we break and then we continue up. Okay, so we are seeing the same thing happening again above there. Okay, in which at this part we have this bearish candlestick, and that's its low there, and then we have its high up there. Okay, so what I'm loving about this, guys, is the fact that we took the low, we took out the low of this range here. We just came in, took out the low of this range here, at the with the previous week movement. Okay, so this is the all-time high on gold up there, and now these are the zones that we are going to be on a lookout for now when we are looking at the monthly time frame. These are the areas. If we happen to break and close below, we know that we're gonna target this low here. That's something that we just have to agree with if we are trading. Okay, so looking at the weekly time frame, again you can see that weekly we have like a compression triangle type of a pattern, in which if we are looking from the high going to the low, that's what the market is gonna provide for us. You can see we have a nice resistance there. So we had a support that we thought that we have broken below it, from there going all the way to the high, just like that. Okay, so I almost thought that we had a break, but I've always said this to my student that a break only occurs when you trade below. Okay, and trading below mean closing outside of that structure. So we went below, but we didn't close outside of the structure, which means that we are still bullish. Okay, we haven't yet broken that range in which we can say we're gonna go for 3,500. We are still within that range, or within that triangle. Okay, so what actually happened there, which I can side with, is the fact that we managed to take out the low of that range. Okay, we managed to trade below the low of that range, but then we still close within the range. Okay, so now I'm looking at this area here. Okay, and this low, if you're looking at this lows here, these are the zones that I'm gonna be watching going forward. Okay, just around that area there. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be watching going forward. If I am to buy gold, to the point that I will say I'm gonna be holding gold, I'm gonna be watching this area here. Okay, and the other area that I'm gonna be watching is gonna be up here. Okay, it's gonna be up there. Those are the areas that I'm gonna be on a lookout for when we are looking at gold on a weekly time frame. Now let's go down to our daily time frame and see how the structures are building up on the daily time frame, so that we know if we're gonna continue dropping, or we are in for a treat where we're gonna see gold reversing all the way back up. Okay, so now when we are looking at gold on the daily time frame, we can agree to disagree, but I don't think that we do need to disagree on this. Gold is trading below our 200 moving average. We had a nice break there during the NFP, and we've been dumping ever since then. Okay, and then we can see that we broke below this area that I say I'm watching here. We traded below it as well, and then we came and then we swept the low that we are also watching, which is this candle here. We can see we came and then we swept below and then we bounce off. But there's something that we cannot ignore at this point. We have to be on a watch out for, which is this area here. Okay, if we look at this area here, we can see this is where our trend line is coming. That's support trend line. We haven't broken above it again. We're still trading outside of it, even though we had 2 consecutive bullish days. We're still trading outside of it. Okay, so for gold to trade going back up, we need to reclaim that area and then break. That's when we can say we are targeting what, that high up there. If not, we can't make those judgment. We rather wait to see how the market is gonna play out. Okay, so at the current moment, we are still just gonna be on a watch out. We're still just gonna wait. Let's look at the 4 hours and see how the 4 hours is presenting itself. So we can see that right where I said is the zone that I'm gonna be watching. We do have a strong zone there. Okay, we do indeed have a strong zone right there where we saw gold rejecting and continue selling. Okay, you can see we have a strong zone. Another strong zone that we have that you might tend to ignore is where the market is now, where I said we need to reclaim that zone in order for us to just continue buying. But if we fail, then we are going to be looking for more continuous move to the downside. Okay, so we are going to be watching this area here. We are also going to be watching that area there for a potential reversal to the downside. So another area that I'm going to be watching is right here. You can see this is where we made a sweep of that range and then we came back inside. Okay, so this is another potential zone that I'm going to be watching. Okay, just another zone that I'm going to be watching in this particular moment. I'm gonna watch that zone. I'm gonna change the color of that. Okay, so this is the zone that I'm gonna be watching for potential buys also. Okay, if we are gonna open and then we create a low first, then I'm gonna expect to see a bounce off here. But for that bounce off to happen, we still have this internal support which gold created right inside here. Okay, we have an internal support that gold has created right inside there on that area. So it's another area that I'm gonna be on a watch out for when I'm looking at gold. Okay, so I do love how gold is building up its momentum and how the market might be shifting where we are now. Okay, we might see a shift on the market structure. Okay, but for us to continue looking for buys, maybe targeting here first before we go for our daily target, which is gonna be all the way up there. Okay, because if we are gonna go for the daily target, then we are gonna be looking for this support which turned into a resistance here. Okay, that's what we are gonna be looking out for. It's the same thing here where the support which turned into a resistance. Another thing that we might be seeing right around here. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into this. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that there's a high potential or a high possibility for gold to continuously push to the upside and get to this level here. Okay, and then from this level there's still a chance of gold dropping back to the lower time to the lows again where we are coming from. Okay, looking at this point of view here. Okay, so another thing that we can see, there's still a potential for gold to start by dropping and then coming to make a mitigation or a retest down on this area here before we see gold buying back up to this area or any way higher. Okay, we cannot start looking for high move until we break and reclaim above that area, because remember, we're still trading outside of our support that was broken. So for us to confirm that gold will reclaim, we need to see gold trading above this area again on higher time frames like 4 hours or daily. That's when we're gonna know that okay, gold is reclaiming this area here, and we're gonna see gold buy. But if not, gold is gonna go bearish. Okay, the reason I'm not trying to buy past this area here, there's a high possibility that after we reach this area, we can still see gold push to the downside, okay, and take this low. There's still a high possibility for that, okay, unless we manage to break and hold above that area. That's when I can say I'm holding gold on a buy with a bit of confidence, knowing that gold might make a push all the way up to this point here. But if not, this is the area that I'm gonna be on a watch out for continuous drop on gold. Okay, that's gonna be the area that I'm gonna be on a watch out for continuous drop on gold. We can see how gold closed this Friday, which was a nice closing. If we have to be fair, it closed nice, okay, but remember what I said, we have this support here, then we have this resistance here, and for gold to reclaim, we need to trade above it. If we can just hold above it, we know that we're gonna be buying at least from 4,240, targeting 4,340, or this area up here. Okay, this is gonna be our next target on gold, unless we start by going down first. We can see this imbalance that we have here, then we're gonna come and mitigate the imbalance first, and then we can buy from there. Okay, so those are simple things that we are gonna be on a watch out for when we are going to be looking at gold this coming week. Okay, these are the areas that we are gonna be on a lookout for before we can say we want to trade gold going to the upside. Okay, these are the zones that we are gonna be on a watch out for. Okay, a high possibility of breaking and then holding with a retest, then we can buy right to that target there. But if we fail to do that, gold will continue dropping from this point here. Okay, if gold can break and hold above there, then we are expecting to see a drop, which might lead us all the way down. Okay, so looking at this, there's a high possibility that we come and mitigate this FVG here. Even if we draw an outside trend from here going up there, okay, you can see, okay, if we can draw a support trend there, you can see that this might be our bounce off, and then where we can start looking for more buying opportunities if we don't open and then hold above this zone. But if we open and then we are holding above this zone, then this is our first target here that we are going to be looking for on gold. We're going to be buying here, targeting there. But if we open and then we start by going lower, this is the scenario that we might have to be looking forward into. Okay, remember, don't predict the market, just make your anticipation. Have two scenarios to know why the market is doing this, or to know what you are going to be expecting to see on the market, and stick to your trading plan. Don't change your trading plan if you want your trades to be successful. Okay, these are the things that we are going to be on a lookout for going to this coming week. Okay, this is just a head up that I wanted to give you, so I will see you on the next video.